Hi everyone, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share my channel. That will motivate me to create more such videos. So in last few videos, we have been fuzzing our damn vulnerable C program. We have fuzzed that program using various fuzzers like AFL, OncFuzz, AFL++, etc. And we have also seen WinAFL, how do we fuzz a Windows binary using WinAFL on the Windows system. So if you remember, in case of Windows, we don't have source code, and what WinAFL does is that it uses an approach called looping around a function which we want to fuzz. And so for that, we need to give the address or offset of the function which we want to fuzz, because we don't have the source code, so we need to use WinDBG to figure out that offset, and finally we need to feed that offset to the WinAFL so that it can fuzz our program. Now in case of Linux, generally we have the source code, but what if you have a compiled binary for which you don't have any source code? And for that, the good thing is that AFL++ offers a way by which you can fuzz closed source binary, and that too in persistent mode. So it is something similar to what we have done in WinAFL. In this approach, what you need to do is that you need to figure out the function which you want to fuzz, and then you need to figure out the offset, and then you need to add that offset to the base address of the binary you want to fuzz, and then you can use AFL camo persistent mode to fuzz that program. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how do we fuzz a closed source binary in persistent mode using AFL++ in camo mode. So to start with, I have already compiled my damn vulnerable C program in camo. So basically it is not compiled using AFL instrumentation, but I just simply use I simply use GCC to compile that. And as you can see, I have one input folder and it has one img file. So you can see that it is processing that. I will just show you what does this image input file contains. One.img. You can see that it simply contains one img header and that's it. And now first thing we need to do is that we need to see what all are the function present in our compiled binary. So just assume that for this img read underscore camo, we don't have the source code. So we can use a tool called nm, and first what we will do is that we will just see all the function name present over there, and for that you can use a command, that is nm and your executable file name. So it will give you a list of all the offsets and functions over here, and you will see that there is a main function, there is malloc, there is printf, and then there is process image function, there is puts. So if you are following my videos, you can see that the process image is the function which actually contains our vulnerable code, and this is the function which we want to fuzz, and you can see the offset over here. So we can note down this offset, that is 11A5, and then we need to add it to the base address. So another way you can do is that you can simply grab for the function name, like in this case you can use this command, that is nm img read underscore camo, and then you can simply grab for this function. So it will give you the offset of that function over here. Now there are different approaches if our binary is pi enabled or not. So first thing we will do is that we will check whether our binary is pi enabled, that is position independent, or not. So we can use a tool called checksec, and we can give our file name as parameter to this tool. So this checksec utility is part of pawn tools. You can simply install it by running pip install pawn tools, and that will install all these things on your system if you don't have. So you can see that it gives various details like architecture, that is AMD64, little relocation, stack, annex, and pi. So ours is pi enabled, and in this case we will simply get the offset, and we need to figure out the exact address of the function. So for that we need to use another tool. So we can actually use a tool that is afl-camu-trace, and we can give our input file name, and we can use one variable that is afl underscore camu underscore debug underscore maps is equal to 1. So what it will do is that when you run this command with afl camu trace your file name and with this flags, it gives you data something like this. So what it will do is that it will give you the base address. And a good thing to know about here is that afl camu will always load the binary at this particular address, that is 40000. So this will be the base address if this is the Pi enabled binary. So as you can see, in our case the base address is this, and then we have figured out our function offset, that is this. So to figure out the exact location of this function, that is process image, this is the function which we want to first. What we can do is that we can take this and we can add it to this thing. So our address will become 11A5. So this is the offset address which we want to fuzz over here, and make sure you use 0x in front of that. So this, what it will do is that it will fuzz in the persistent mode. Basically, whenever you fuzz it using camu mode in AFL++, the control will go over here, it will loop around this function until it returns, and then we need to save the state in the CPU register, and it will again start from this particular address. So this will keep looping around this address, and this is something similar to the WinAFL. Now that we know the exact function, note it down, and then what we need to do is that we need to save the CPU register, and for that we need to use a we need to set one flag, set one variable, and that is we need to export this address. So what we can do is that we can export afl camu persistent address is equal to the address which we have just calculated, that is your base address of the binary, that is this, plus your function offset. So it becomes this, and we can export this. And now another thing, for particularly for this Linux camu case, you need to do is that you need to set one more flag, one more variable, and that is this one. So that is export afl underscore camu underscore persistent underscore GPR, that is general purpose register, is equal to 1. So you need to export this, and what it will do is that it will save the register values when the function returns. So there is an interesting article, there is an interesting tutorial on fuzzing XML lint on the AFL+ site. You can actually go through that. This is very nice, and all the steps are mentioned over here. You can go to this URL, that is afl+.plus docs tutorials and libxml2_tutorials. So all the steps are mentioned over here, whatever I have discussed over here, and then you can simply fuzz your program by running afl fuzz command, and the fuzz command has a specific syntax over here, like afl fuzz I dash I, that is your input directory, -o, that is your output directory, -d. So you can use that. What this flag will do, this option will do, is that it will avoid the deterministic steps. So if you are fuzzing a binary file, I will recommend you to not use that. But if you are not using a binary file, if you want to fuzz some like say XML or something, then you can use this option. So what this will do is that will basically avoid bit flipping, byte flipping, etc., all these checks, and it will directly go to havoc and all this things. And then since we are using camu, so we need to give -q over here, that will make sure that we are using afl camu mode. Then -- your img read underscore camu, this is the file you want to fuzz, binary file for which you don't have source code, and enter it, and that's it. So you can see that it started fuzzing our binary. It has already found a lot of crashes over here, like total crashes are increasing somewhere around 100+, out of which there are 6 unique crashes, and So this is how you can fuzz a Blacksbox binary in persistent mode using KMO with AFL++. If you want to know how to install AFL++, then please go to my channel, look for my older videos. I think my last video where I discussed how to install AFL++ on your system. It should be straightforward. And that's all I wanted to cover in this video. I will leave up to you to do some kind of root cause analysis, run my damn vulnerable C program, fuzz it, and try it at your own. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my channel. That will help me to create more such videos. Thank you, and till the next time, goodbye. Stay safe. Bye.